The intro literally had nothing but destroyed dialogue, so we're just gonna play this. "40 minutes of drive." Pioneer, no wonder. This reminds me of the first two Burnout games. Oh, and Crazy Taxi, of course. I wonder if it's just Crazy Taxi. Alright, no rendezvous, Charlie's deal. No cutscenes. To be fair, I don't think cutscenes work either. But my car indestructible. Cutscene time.
Stella wasn't interested. Not in the gold. But she wanted revenge.
So the audio's better all of a sudden. I don't know why.
She agreed to meet the team, all the guys from Venice. No promises from her. But she knew we needed her. The team made their usual good impression. Left Ear, our boom man who never met an explosive he didn't like. The super geek, Lyle, whose skills go way beyond hacking. Oh, and Handsome
Yeah,
Rob,
I still can't hear
a
him.
premier wheelman who couldn't stop telling Stella how great he was. As for me, she knew all about me. I'd been stealing since I had baby teeth.
I have no idea. Apparently this is like a video game movie, but as far as I can tell, it's just a ripoff of Crazy Taxi. 100,000 points, wow. All I know that has the weirdest name of any GameCube game. The Italian Job. Yeah, next mission. Yes. Are you sure? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I guess these are scenes from the movie.
Revenge is such a powerful motivator.
It
Stella
really is.
came on board. My team was set.
Stella.
And the plan? Find Steve,
Data
find where
tab.
he's hiding the gold, and then take it all from him. Easy, huh?
Yep.
First, we needed to get some wheels and fake IDs. Handsome Rob was all over it. He had the IDs waiting for us at Skinny Pete's golf range in the hills. So, we had to get there and then rent the wheels. What could go wrong? Stella and I took a nice little ride.
Will there not be two people in the car? No? Still no one talking in the car. You see, in games like The Simpsons Road Rage, at least the two characters, or the characters in the car, would say things to each other. This is literally just you driving around an empty map for the most part. There's no cops, so this is even less to do than there is in LA. What was it? The Streets of LA? True Crime Streets of LA. At least in True Crime, there were like crimes going on to solve. In Italian Job, you just drive a car. You go from point A to point B. And it doesn't even have Crazy Taxi where you have like mini missions. I can see why this movie game was not exactly supported. I mean, at least it looks good. You wouldn't think a GameCube could produce this kind of graphics.
Next, we had to try them out at the rental office.
Yeah, it really can't, but, you know, at least it looks cool. Oh, I guess we're going now. All I've done is, like, expand the game, so I haven't downloaded anything that would make the game look any better. At least the driving almost feels good.
Sometimes Handsome Rob can be a little overconfident.
You kind of sound
Turns
like
out
Kaiba.
the IDs weren't quite as
You-
perfect as we thought. Now we had the cops after us.
Blue eyes, white car. Blue eyes, white car. Okay, now there's cops. It's be like Simpsons hit and run. If I stay around the police car too much, do I lose? Oh, it's the back light. Martin, this is literally just the highway. Yep, I knew it. Retry mission.
Revenge is such a...
Oh, I have to retry the entire mission? That's kind of lame. Excuse me, Mr. Boss. It's jittering to death. But that's just like an old bus, so not too different.
The IDs look beautiful. Next, we had to try them out at the rental office.
Okay. They're like objective complete, but also the mission isn't over. My God. Of course I am.
Just such a pop.
I don't care if this literally takes all stream, which is going to be just 30 minutes long. This will be all we do, because at least the goddamn game is functional. For now. I'm sorry that literally all of the GameCube games I've played just have not worked. Like, it's been a long time since I've finished a GameCube game. It's been since Spider-Man 1, since I've beaten one on stream. And that was a long-ass time ago at this point. That was like 2 weeks ago. I just wish all GameCube games were like Team Fortress 2. You know, I boot it up, it works, there are no problems. And if there are problems, they're pretty easy to solve. But for some reason, the emulation of all these GameCube games is just, it's so rare to find the functional ones. I throw like a needle in a haystack trying to find, you know, just a GameCube game that actually functions. It's actually really rare for some weird reason. And you know, well, maybe you think just the, you know, the information is the problem of like where you get the game from. But everyone's using the same site to download these games from. So it's not like there's better sites. And not to mention, I'm sure all these sites are basically the same. And some sites are, you know, a little bit more questionable than others when downloading these games.
sometimes handsome.
Hopefully my car resets. Shit. I see the problem. The game is literally telling you it's right there when it's not. All the fucking way back here. Enjoy replaying this section because we literally made it a little bit more difficult than the others for no reason.
But then I didn't want to get caught. We finally had our rental car and things were ready to move.
Despite the fact the cops have already seen the rental car. Damage sustained penalty minus 60,000. How harsh. All these generic ass cars.
We suspected Steve would be...
I don't care. We're gonna have to replay the mission anyway, because there's gonna be some bullshit section. Jesus. Also, what happened to my rental car? Nope, wait a minute. I don't care. Yeah, look, it's the exact same car. I gotta be handsome around. Yeah, we'll be handsome. Okay, I guess I made it. Oh, I ran out of time, never mind.
We suspected...
Collect Mini Cooper S. You are already driving that car. Why would it matter? Wait, now you have 20 seconds to do the next part. that's the thing, I can't fucking tell where this is on the map, and there isn't enough time to figure it out either. Sort of like, oh, good luck. Why would I need to do that? He already has the advantage. Rob, are we in this together or not, buddy? He already looks like he's almost there. Is this like it would benefit you if you actually knew the streets of New York to find Union Station? Jesus Christ, I'm so going to lose. Literally none of it looks like Union Station. This is stupid. I hate this. I fucking hate this. This is the worst GameCube game. But I really can't call it bad, because I don't care about it so much. It's just maybe reason my mic just peaked like crazy. Sorry about that. It's just, technically you can't even say, hey, this is a bad game. It's not. It's not even the game, is the problem. New York for you. This game was quite bad. The minimap is just bullshit. It's not a good minimap. The Acceptance Center Run realized this problem. It knew its minimap wasn't completely useful, so it gave you alternatives. Like the arrows that showed you exactly where to go. But in an Italian job, it's up to you to figure it out. Good luck. I'm just gonna have to like follow Rob and then somehow become faster than him. Union Station, so everyone knows where to go on Union Station. See, the game's a goddamn liar. What even is that speed, Rob, my guy?
The Mini Coopers worked out just fine. Too bad Rob and Stella brought them back totaled. Still, we learned the Minis could do the job. Now all we needed were new ones.
You got 100,000. Good job. Just smash it. But unfortunately, you got a penalty. 8,000. 29,000. least it wasn't as bad as the other ones. Yeah, I've changed my mind. I no longer want to play this game. To avoid failure. These are known as car stealth missions, and yes, they're also terrible.
A good plan is all about the details. We had the right vehicles. The minis could carry the gold and run the sidewalks if we needed them to. But where was Steve's house, and where was the gold? Two big details. Lyle could track Steve. We just needed a van to hide the gear in.
This is not a van. It's a cool car. Cool car. Here's the Hollywood Walk of Fame. How many of those?
A good plan?
A good plan is a dead man. Just another dead end. Yeah, I'm starting to realize why I've never ever heard of this game. I think that might just be because it's literally so terrible. Why would anyone ever play it? But again, calling it bad gives it too much credit, because that means it's a game when it's not. It's just not a game. There's nothing here to make it a game. Just a movie being recreated into a game terribly.
Steve.
Sponsored by
Like the
Domino's.
present. Rob used the van to tail him.
Sorry, Douglas. Please replay entire mission.
A good plan is all about...
This is just such point A, point B gameplay. Drive from point A to point B, drive from point A to point B, follow person A to point A, you know?
Handsome Rob scored the van.
Handsome Rob scored the man. God damn it. Well, sorry, we were going down a hill. On the bright side, I'll never play this again. I should have played the other true crime game. At least then it would have felt worth my time. Also driving the wrong way. At least Shamu was killing God. There's nothing here. Or was threatening to kill God. No gods to kill in this game.
A good plan is all about...
I'm doing it again. I'm going the wrong way again. For the second time in a row.
Handsome Robs.
Man, this minivan is so damn fast. I think I could drive circles around Steve. Okay. Guess he's gonna make multiple stops. Why is there a timer? Hey, game, why is there a timer for a tailing mission? I know that's the thing in, like, The Simpsons Hit and Run, like, levels 5 and 6 and 7. But, like, that shouldn't be a thing here. Because what does it do, ultimately? I don't have to replay these long-ass sections. I'm tailing the person. What do I do when I run out of time? Sorry, the Steve took too long. You failed the mission. Thank God I only played like 40 minutes of this. I would not be able to last the entire stream with this shitty of a game. It looking good is all it has. All polish, no substance. I gotta get my McDonald's. Maybe I only have to tail him for that amount of time? That's all I can think of. At least the pausing looks cool. This game has two things going for it. It looks good and the pausing looks good. I feel like I really paused in a video game there.
Handsome Rob lived up to his billing.
Lived up to his billing.
Off about as neat a tale as they come. Straight back to Steve's house. Cross off another detail. Now, where the hell in that big joint was the gold? And how would we get it out?
Use the radar to reach the target. Avoid being captured by police. Use stunts, jumps, and rockets to get bonus points. Wow.
Now that we knew her.
The air mages witness. Well, at least the... What is this? A cop car right after that. Hopefully it did not lead to a failed mission though. And there's a timer. Great. I know I am surprised. There's literally a timer on every mission. Oh my god. It's literally fucking copy paste. I think they only had like 2 maps.
Stella made good on her pickup. 1 mini down, 2 to go.
Whoa, water effects. Whoa. Whoa, god rays. Whoa. If there wasn't a second cop car, I would have lost. And that was the mission.
Handsome came through fine. Not even a scratch this time. I had to get the last.
Why not? Why don't we do the same thing 3 times in a row? I don't care if I have to crawl.
I brought in the third.
There's plenty of time, so I didn't have to worry.
All ready to roll. They needed to shed a little weight before they could be used to carry all that gold. We left them in the company of Wrench, our hired mechanic, for a little custom work.
Hate the fact that the worst of the worst GameCube games are the only ones that seem to function. Like, they're so bare bones that of course they work. There's literally nothing to be confused for the code, because there's also just nothing here. Is that Wrench?
We watched Steve's place, but nothing went in and nothing came out. I knew what we had to do. Someone had to get inside. So Lyle blows Steve's cable, calls the service. We reroute the call and send in our own technician. The fact that Steve knew all of us meant that our cable guy would have to be Stella. She didn't like the idea. Not at all. But there was no other option. Now all we needed was a cable van and uniform.
I'm going to Pizza District. Was I really right? Do you really just start out going the wrong way? If I beat this part of the mission, I would be really surprised. And you can really just fly through them.
Handsome Rob scored with a
Handsome
cable
Rob.
chick named Becky. We had our uniform and a van. Too bad he picked up some LA heat on the way back.
Sorry, but it's our 2-cop car requirement to kill me. Damn tree. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of this game was. It's literally so copy-paste that you end up just falling into the same missions over and over and over again. You know what, that'll do. Alright, well, that was the Italian job. I hated it. I hated every second of it. But I don't care. A lot of games crashed today, but I don't care. It's the price we pay when we want to play these GameCube games. So whether or not they function for long enough. But I will end the stream here. I hate this game. Hated the game we played before this because it was pretty generic. But at least the Shamu one was fun. So long. See you tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'll play, but it should be normal stream hours. 11 to 4 tomorrow, of course. Thought I was gonna play just for some. But normal streams tomorrow, 11 to 4. I have an idea of what GameCube game to play, but it'll just depend if it works long enough. And I'll be sure to test it before the stream. As always.